Okay. Right. Um, Glad you're here. Thank yourself for making time to be here. The hardest part sometimes is just showing up. So thank yourself. So I invite you to find a space that is comfortable temperature wise. Put on socks or a long sleeve shirt if you're in a place like me that's cold. Um, and a seat that is steady, comfortable, sturdy, not slippy. I have mine on a mat. If you're not on a mat, just having something where you know that the surface, it won't slide at all, because sometimes we'll use it as a prop. So settling in, want your feet to be on the ground. If your chair is too high, you can put blocks or books underneath your feet, and then we'll stand up and you won't need those. So finding a place to settle in, hands wherever they're comfortable, where your shoulders don't have to work. So that can be palms up, palms down, just what's comfortable for you. I invite you to close your eyes, or if you prefer, you can just look down kind of past your knees so your neck isn't working, your eyes are at rest. Closing the lips if possible. If not, just a slightly gentle open lip. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose helps us slow down our breath. And give your mind the space to just listen to your breath, as if your mind is just observing the sound of your breath, the movement of your chest and ribs. Notice the jaw, notice your shoulders. Just breathe. As you're settling in, notice your seat, the foundation in your chair, or maybe your feet if you're standing, if you prefer that. And with each inhale, notice a lift from the base, whether that's your sit bones or your feet. Kind of feel a lifting up through the body as you inhale. And then exhaling just to release the jaw, the shoulders, maintaining that kind of nice straight seat, straight back. And then engaging the hands in the breath as we inhale, opening the palms nice and wide, spreading the fingers on an inhale. And then exhale, just releasing the hold, just to a relaxed hand. Inhale, opening. Exhale down. Couple times, your own breath pattern. Once more. Nice. And then letting the hands hang down by the side. Kind of nice tall spine, hands are down by the side. We're thinking of our thumbs, sort of a gentle open hand. As we inhale, rotating the thumbs out and maybe back. Kind of depends on your shoulders. One might be different from the other in an inhale. And then as you exhale, draw your belly to your spine so we're not arching the back. Rotate the thumbs back through to point toward the body, and then sort of facing backwards if that works for you. So inhaling, opening the palms outward. Exhaling, drawing the core body, rotate the thumbs back. Again. Noticing maybe one shoulder from the other as you move with the breath. Just gently getting into the joints here. Good. On your next inhale, you rotate the thumbs out and back. Maybe lift the heart a little, just to go into a little back bend. But if it bothers your low back at all, try pulling the belly into the spine. We're going to hold this posture, but not the breath. Breathe. Sort of feel like you're reaching your heart forward of your shoulders, rotating those thumbs back just to your capacity, but a little bit of work, no pain. Breathe. Maybe your shoulder blades are coming closer together. Breathe. Ease in the jaw. Notice that breath. Maybe take a nice full breath, filling the ribs. Exhaling. Good. Next inhale. On our exhale, we're going to draw the belly to spine. Rotate the thumbs through, facing backward, and this time let the shoulders fall, let the head fall. Maybe the tailbone tucks a little. We're going to hold that posture, opening the palms out toward the outside with the thumbs facing back. Let the head be heavy, bringing those shoulder blades down sort of toward the chin. Noticing that back space, the space between the shoulder blades, between the rib and the hips, and breathe. That area there in the bottom back of our lungs needs exposure to the oxygen as well. So we want to open up that bottom area of the lungs, oxygenating more blood, promoting more healing. Nice big inhale and exhale here. Good. And on your next inhale, rotating the thumbs back, lifting the shoulders. Nice. And roll the wrists. Clasping, that's the word, grasping, clasping the hands together. Whatever thumb is on top, we're going to do the other one in a minute. Oh, my dog is going to bark right now. I'm just going to warn us. Oh, no, he's sleeping. He doesn't see the person walking by. We're going to stretch the palms out. So reaching forward with the palms. If this bothers your shoulders, you don't have to do the elbows as much. Good. We're going to inhale, knuckles toward the chest. Exhale, straight out in front. Inhale, back in. Then we're going to exhale, kind of 45 degrees, kind of in your sight line. Inhale. We're going to go straight up, but you can part the hands if this doesn't work for your shoulders. You can open them up. It's fine. Inhale. 45. Exhale. Inhale. Straight out. Good. Bring the palms back in. Look at the thumbs and switch the fingers. So switch your grip. Different thumb in front now. Good. Palms back out. Inhale. Exhale, straight out. Inhale. Exhale, 45. Inhale. Either straight up or a little more up, or open the hands. Inhale. Exhale, 45. Inhale. Exhale, straight out. Good. Let's do that one more time. 45. Inhale. Straight up. Good. Back down. 45. Inhale. Straight out. Nice. Release. Give a little roll. That's a great movement for breath and movement in the shoulder. You're getting more of a full capacity of shoulders. You can do that on an airplane. You can do that in the doctor's office. Doesn't look super weird. But it's a great motion really every day to keep that mobility in your shoulders. Good. Now to the feet. We'll wake the feet up. So inhaling, feet on the ground. Exhale, lifting the heels. Again. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Just do that a few times, your breath pace. Maybe if you want to close your eyes, that's fine. Trying to press in to the bottoms of the toes. So we're trying to keep the balls of the toes on the ground, the balls of the feet, and as much as the back of the toes as works for you. Good. Next time you lift, keep the heels up. Think about the ball of the big toe, especially. Your ankles might be falling out because the big toe doesn't want to bend there, and that's okay. So find your place where you can engage that big toe as much as possible. Maybe you scoot your heels underneath your knees a little bit just to kind of make that bend a little more. You can support your knees, under your knees, where we're pressing into the bottoms of the toes. Non-weight bearing, it's really important to get the ankles lined up under the knees, if you can, kind of inviting the big toe in. Just good for balance. Walking upstairs, breathe. Pressing into the back of the toes, ease in the jaw, breathe. Good, inhale, and exhale, release, kind of tap it out. Very gently, lifting the left foot, we're gonna put the top of the toes under you, and then press the top of the toes into the ground, kind of reaching, kind of finding space in the top of the ankle. Breathe. Very nice. Slide it forward. And right foot. Slide it back. This side might be different. Observe, breathe. Pressing the top of the toes in. Breathing into the top of the ankle. Nice, gently slide it forward. And then coming forward in your chair a little bit, just where you're nice and steady, we're gonna sway the knees from side to side. Just breathe, ease in the shoulders. Yes. So leaving them over, I'm gonna use right, left, it might be mirrored on your screen. And I have my feet on the ground and kind of dropping my knees over to the right. Nice tall spine. I'm gonna place my right hand on the outside of my left knee. Tall spine here, inhale. Then as I exhale, I'm gonna slide my left hand back toward the hip and then just gently turn the shoulders in the direction of the left. Breathe. Notice, since we're in a twist, how a nice deep slow breath feels in the ribs, comparing right side to left, upper belly to lower, just breathing in, breathing out. Maybe you find on your exhale, you get a tiny bit more movement to the left, but we're not pushing with that right hand, just sort of there to help us and guide us. Breathe. Good, big inhale. Leave the legs where they are. Exhale, turn shoulders, bring the belly to the spine, come back to center, and then bring the knees in. A little sway. And knees over to the left. Feet remaining on the floor, we're just kind of dropping the knees over to the left. Just gently, it doesn't have to be a big twist. Good, tall spine. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Big inhale, nice tall spine through the top of the head. And exhale, slide the hand to the right hip, gently turning the shoulders to the right. You can look over your right shoulder a little bit if you'd like. Ease in the jaw. Breathe. Notice, nice deep breath. How you feel. How does it feel different from the other side? Good. Inhale. Leaving the knees where they are. Exhale, turning the head. shoulders, and knees back up, a little sway. Nice. And just very briefly, we're going to bring our feet toward one another, bottoms of the feet touching if that works for you. It's only if you have steadiness in your chair. Sort of opening the legs, reaching the knees out. Nice tall spine, just kind of getting into the hip flexors. Breathe. Good. Inhale. And exhale, bring the knees together. We're going to come up out of our chair pose. Feet, if possible, sliding under the knees. If that doesn't work for you, you can have another chair close by, or you can practice this in front of a counter, something you can hold on to. But hands to the heart space, or on the knees, or on the chair, what works for you. You're going to pivot first, just at the hip. Pivoting at the hip, you feel the weight go into the balls of your feet and your heels, and we're going to use our exhale to sort of propel ourselves up. So we inhale, exhale, push the ground away, lift the shoulders, straighten the hips. Out of our chair. Good. Inhale, soften and lower. Exhale, lift. Pushing that above. The exhale squeezes the center body in. Exhale. Great daily practice. While you're waiting for your coffee or boiling your tea water, you just inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Good. We're going to come down and pause. Nice and strong. Happy yoga face. Breathe. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Come to standing. Nice. Oh, hello, Lily. I'm going to move my chair onto the side. I'm going to stay in it. All right. Good. No. Oh, that's Vera. Two cats. Vera has a curly tail. Lily has a straight tail. All right. Tadasana, standing yoga pose. Nice tall spine. Feet under hips. Hips under shoulders. And the chin is not lifted or tucked. It's just kind of in neutral. And almost where no one can see you doing it, bring your ears back slightly over your shoulders. It's a very small move. It's more of your own awareness. It's not a big thing. It's just your natural pose. And then think about your ears coming back a tiny bit. Just brings us into a little bit better straight spine. Breathe. Good. Nice inhale. And exhale. Nice. We're going to sweep the arms out and up. Open mouth, exhale. And again. And exhale. Good. Fingertips can be on the chair or hands on the hips, whatever you prefer. We're going to plant into the left foot and come up on the right back of the right toes again. So really planting it if your left foot is not super stable in this, we don't want to do weight bearing on the right foot because we're going to be moving our ankle. So plant it into the left foot. We're going to make some big circles with our knee, with the back of the toes, bottom of the toes on the floor. Just whichever way you chose, going that way. Getting our ankle involved, our hip. Good. Pause and go the other way. Ankle, hip, knee, breathe. Good. And pause. Bicycle it out. Planting into the right foot. Bring that heel up, press into the back of the toes, and choose a circle direction. Really think about the feet, the ankle, the hip, noticing while you're moving. Good. Pause and reverse. Good. And back down. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms forward. And exhale down and back, sort of finding your range of motion back. Inhale, sweep them forward and up. Just a big stretch. You don't have to really back bend. And exhale, nice and slow with purpose. Find your range. Again, just getting into those shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Now a little balance challenge. I'm going to have my chair right near me. I'll turn to the side a little. When we come up, just lift the heels slightly, just a little bit, it's fine. And then exhale, heels down, arms back behind. Inhale up, lift, find a little lift to the heels, and down. If that doesn't work for you, you can do one at a time, or you can not do the arms. Good. Again, maybe you come a little higher. Exhale. And then last time, and you're welcome to have one hand on the chair, just a little fingertip does an amazing thing with your mind and balance. Find a spot where you can hold for a moment, breathe. One hand or both hands, doesn't matter. Good, inhale and exhale, come on down, nice, pedal it out. Very good. Chair. We always have our chair kind of nearby. Never know when a hip or a knee isn't going to be thrilled. We want to have our balance. So I'm going to step 1 foot forward. I'm going to do right, left. So my left foot forward. Back foot is whatever is comfortable. So I'm going to have my foot flat. So my toes are open about 45 degrees. Little bend in my left knee. If it's more comfortable for you to have your heel off the ground and the back of your toes, that's fine. Whatever your hip or knees, ankle dictates. Good. Bend in the left knee, arms overhead. Warrior 1. Breathe. Find your balance. If you find yourself tippy, just heel toe that left foot open. Breathe. Good. A little movement now. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms back, reaching the chest up, straighten the left leg, and exhale back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pausing here. Now move a little differently. Maybe I should turn this way. We're going to inhale, and then as you exhale, you lift the heel up slightly, your right heel up, and turn to the left. Inhale, back to front, keeping that left knee bent. Exhale, turn, open to the left. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. Inhale, exhale. Good. Warrior 1 again. Nice. Straighten the left leg. Bring the hands behind the body. So you can either clasp your fingers or hold your wrists or put your hands flat on your low back. Hold your elbows. We just want to try to keep the elbows back. You can even have your hands on your hips because we're going to come forward. Our left leg is straight now. We're going to come forward, but we want to bend just at the hip joint and keep the shoulders back. This is for the back of the left leg, the low back. We also want to keep the right hip facing forward. So we'll inhale. As we exhale, hinging just at the hip, think about keeping that left hip tucked back. Breathe. We don't want to force anything. So a little micro bend in the left knee so we don't hyperextend the knee. Keep the shoulders back. Breathe. Breathe. Maybe you slowly lower the heart a little bit more, keeping that left hip crease back. Getting into the back of the leg, the glute there in the left leg. Breathe. Good. Now we're going to use our exhale again as we do. So we're going to inhale. And then when we exhale, bring that belly into the spine. If you need, you can press the top of your leg as well. Belly to spine, lift the head toward the sky, and release. Good. Step forward. Just notice right leg from left leg. Very nice. Stepping back with the left foot. Right foot's in front now. I'm going to turn so my back isn't to you. So finding our warrior one. Right knee is bent, arms overhead. You can heel toe that right foot open. Kind of widen your train tracks. Good, very strong. Maybe lift the toes, feel your balance, your foundation. Good. Inhaling, sweep the arms down and back. Maybe look up a little bit. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Move through this on your own a bit, just partnering your breath with movement. Feeling into your foundation. Lifting those toes. Good. One more. Nice. Pausing in our warrior one. We're going to make sure that we're going to lift the heel. Come up on the back of the left toes a little bit. Hips are facing forward. Inhale. Exhale, open to the right. Inhale. Back to center. Exhale, open to the right. Again. Ease in the jaw. Great balance. Good. Let's do it one more time. Very nice. Back to warrior one. Bring the hands to the hips first. Kind of reposition here where we'll have our right leg straight. You can clasp the hands, do the opposite clasp if you're clasping your hands, or back of the hands to the tailbone, hands on the waist, whatever works for you and your shoulders. We want to try to open the shoulders here. So if you have your hands on your waist, think of bringing the elbows back. Will also help keep our back straight as we hinge forward, thinking of hinging at that right hip. So inhale and looking up. Hands and exhale. Hinge at the hip, leading with the heart. Head stays in neutral. We're not craning it up or tucking it down. It's sort of in neutral. Breathe, keeping that right hip tucked under the body. Shoulders are back. So strong. Notice your feet. Maybe the toes can come up, so we're really aware of that foundation. Breathe. Maybe you find a little more space. Good. Awareness in the breath and the torso and in the low body. We're going to bring that belly to spine on our exhale. We're going to inhale and exhale. Belly to spine. Bringing those shoulders back. Release. And Tadasana, mountain pose. Just sit with all that energy for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Ease in the jaw. Ease in the shoulders. Presence in your feet. Very nice. Sweeping the arms out and up. Big open mouth exhale. Very nice. Opening the legs. Again, if this is, sorry, cat. Chair there. We're going to open the legs kind of nice and wide, wider than the shoulders if that works for you. And then bringing a bend in. So we want our knees tracking over our toes. So if you find your knees really falling in, then maybe bring your stance in a bit. Sort of opening up to your, whatever the widest is that you're comfortable, where your knees can stay over your toes. Hand on the chair here is a really good one. Hand to the heart. Thumbs to the heart space. Goddess pose, so strong. Let's add arms. Goddess arms, cactus arms. Keeping the chest reaching forward, elbows open, back. If this is too much, drop the elbows. Your body will tell you what it needs. Kind of find that edge between work and ease though. If it's not painful, breathe through it. Now we're going to use our breath with some motion. So inhale, and then exhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Inhale, soften and lower, kind of like chair, that pelvic basket. Soften and lower, exhale, draw everything in and up. Inhale, keeping the knees open. Exhale. Nice and slow. Exhale. Lots to think about. Think about your feet, your foundation. Keeping your knees open. Good. So strong. Let's do 2 more. Knees are open, feet are planted. Last one. And straighten up, very nice. Sweep the hands down to the waist, turn the toes in or toward the front, facing the same as your hips. Standing here for a moment. Inhale, look up, kind of reaching the front of the hip flexors forward. And then exhale, hinging just to the hips. Slide the hands down the legs. You can stop at the chair. If you have eye pressure or blood pressure issues, don't drop your head below your heart. Your stopping place would be right even. But if you'd like, and it's accessible to you, you can put your hand on the seat of the chair and come on down, whatever is comfortable. Breathe here for a moment. Nice. Slide the hands up to the crease of the arm, to the crease of the legs, or wherever they are. If they're on your chair, place them on the top of your legs. And then come up to a flat back. So we're going to draw the shoulders back. We have a flat back, bending straight over. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten the arms, lifting your straight back shoulders up to standing. Very nice. I'm going to turn my left toes out toward the short side of my mat or just off to the left. And my right toes are facing same as my heart. Outstretch the arms over the ankles. Turn to face the head over the left fingers. Bend the left knee. Almost forgot that part. Warrior 2, so strong. Think about your elbows, your shoulders coming down from the ears. If you put your palms up, it'll drop them a bit. Breathe. Very strong. So we're pressing into the mat with the bottoms of the feet. Maybe you lift your toes. Feel that presence. Pressing into the mat as if you're going to split it in half. Very nice. Very slowly, we'll lower our right hand just to rest on the right thigh, not pressing, not leaning. Left palm up, and nice and slow. You can put your fingertips on the chair here if you'd like. Watch that left hand as we rise it up. Pause where you're comfortable. Then think about that left side body. Breathe. Breathe. Your foundation, your breath. Good. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow, belly to spine. Coming through Warrior 2, we're going to put our left wrist, sorry, it's blocking my chair, it's blocking it. Left wrist on the knee and reach that right arm over. If that doesn't work for your shoulder, you can cross it across the body. We're thinking now about that space between the right shoulder and the right hip. All the way from the ankle to the fingertips. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go back through Warrior 2 and back to Exalted Warrior. Right hand down. Follow those left fingers up. Breathe. Good. Inhale And exhale, belly to spine, move the body back, warrior two, and side angle. Keeping the right shoulder up, although you can drop the arm. And breathe. Good, inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, lift the torso, warrior two. Drop those shoulders. Hands to the waist, look forward. Turn the left toes. We'll pause here. Reach those hip points forward. Just getting into the hip flexors. Inhale and exhale, belly to spine, back in alignment. Hips in the same plane as the ankles. Let's turn the right foot now. This side might be different. Just go with it. Adapt as needed. Bend that right knee. Keeping the heart facing the same as the left toes. We're going to stretch the arms over. Turn to look over the right fingertips. So strong, warrior two. Reach through the fingertips, so strong. Press into the mat, pulling the mat in half. Ease and peace in the face. Lower the left hand, right palm up, sweep it up, watch. Nice, breathe. Notice your foundation in your feet. Maybe lift the toes. Breathe into that right side body, so nice. Good, inhale and exhale, belly to spine, come through warrior two, right wrist, right knee, side angle, left arm. Again, drop the shoulder, the arm if needed. Think of that strong line from the ankle all the way up the leg through the fingertips. Breathe. Lovely breath there into the left side body. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Come through warrior two. Lower the right hand, left hand, right hand up. Breathe. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine. Come through warrior two and side angle one more time. Happy yoga face. Enjoy that breath. Inhale and exhale, belly to spine. Back to warrior two. Lower the shoulders. Very nice. Hands to the waist. Head turning forward. Right toes forward. Standing here one more time to reach the hip points forward, sort of balancing in the feet. Little balance challenge, reaching the hip points forward, opening up hip flexors. Inhale and exhale. Back to center and step in to Tadasana. And notice, scan the body as you breathe. Notice your feet. How do your calves and legs feel? Your back, ribs, lungs, shoulders, hands and face. Breathe. Nice. Piano the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhale, sweep up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. Now we're going to bring the hands up and out and sweep open. Find that shoulder range. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Walk the fingers back if that works for you. And drop the head. You can also tuck the tailbone a little bit if you find yourself arching your back or if this is uncomfortable at all. Just breathe. Notice the compression and the breath. Opening up into the back of the ribs. Nice. Lift the head. Notice which arm's on top. Inhale. And exhale, opposite arm on top. Hug, this side might be different. The shoulder's different. You can lower the head. Belly to spine, just support that low back. Let the head be heavy. Big inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, lift the head, reach the arms out. We do a little balance pose. Planting into the left foot. We're gonna have the left foot down, come up on the right, back of the right toes. One of the right toes, I say back, I mean bottom. Open the knee, and this can be your tree right here. Kind of kickstand your heel to the bottom of the calf. You can put your hands at the heart, or if you'd like, you can try lifting your knee. And if you'd like, you can try lifting your branches of your tree. Trees sway naturally, and so do ours. And that's okay. If your toe touches the ground a little bit, no problem. Find your drishti. Your drishti is your point of focus. And breathe. Always an option to touch the chair. You're getting full balance even though if you touch the chair. Very nice. Palms together, thumbs to the heart space. You can lower the toe, bring the knee in, slide that foot out. Just give a nice toe point, nice tall spine, and back underneath. Presence in the right foot or ground in there. Come up to the bottom of the left toes. Open the left knee. Rest that heel there on the inside of the ankle. If you'd like, you can raise the foot. You can also prop it on the chair. That you can practice it anyway. This is also a great pose for standing with your back against the wall. Find your drishti, breathe. Branches can go up if you'd like. One side will be different from the other. Very nice. Palms, Anjali Mudra, thumbs to the heart space, palms together. Lower the left toes. Bring the knee forward, stretch the left foot out for a nice point. And back. Tadasana. Breathe, notice. Good, and let's move back to our chair, which means kitty cat. Join me in my lap if you like, or not. Come here. Yes. So calves to the front of the chair. We're going to move slowly through chair pose. So we're hinging at our knees and our hips and our ankles, but thinking about maybe lift the toes, notice your foundation. And as you bend your knees, automatically you'll feel kind of the weight shift maybe from the front to the back or the back to the front of your knees. And we sort of counterbalance with the shoulders. So we're coming down nice and slow, trying to keep the balance even in the feet. So we're not into our toes, not too much into our heels. Lowering, lowering, and then sitting. The cat is optional. Very nice. Oh, Lily Bell. Thank you. So I'm going to come forward in my chair a little bit. Oh, I wanted to say first that the tree pose, any of those balance poses where you're balancing on one foot, is one of the best things that you can do for your brain, your body. It's just a great practice. That and cat-cow are tops. One-legged standing and cat-cow, really good. So we're going to do a little more side ache. No, I'm not. I'm going to open the legs, hands to the knees, Nice and straight, inhale. Then I'm going to exhale, sort of fold and move my inside of my right shoulder toward the inside of my left knee, just in that direction. Pausing here to breathe. You can use your right hand on your knee to kind of open up that space, that sort of twist. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Belly to spine. Come back up using your hands to help you. Good. Inhale here. And exhale, other side. Kind of leading with the inside of the left shoulder toward the right knee. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale, belly to spine. Come back up. Nice. Sway the knees. Very good. So getting ready for Shavasana. Yes, what we're going to do next, you can do in a different place. So if you want to lie down on a couch, on a comforter, what are those things called? You know, the big puffy chairs, recliner. Find someplace comfortable or lean back in the chair that you're in. Maybe open your feet a little bit, whatever is comfortable for you. So we have our bodies comfortable. We're going to do a little bit more, but once you're in a place that feels nice for your Shavasana, for your yoga rest. So bringing the hands together and making a little heat. Heating up the hands, heating up the hands. We have an option here. You can either reach straight back to hold the sides of your neck, or if it's more comfortable, do one at a time, crossing over. So this isn't always great for me, reaching for whatever reason. My shoulders don't enjoy this sort of straight back. So you can just cross and give your right hand on your left side neck a little squeeze and release. If you choose to do both at the same time, straight back, you may do that. A little squeeze and release. Good. Hands back to center, a little more heat. And either straight back again or cross over, left hand to right neck. Oh. A little squeeze and release. Very nice. Now hands back together, a little more heat. Nice. If you have glasses, you can take them off, set them someplace. And hands on the side of the cheeks. And your fingertips on your temples, just a little gentle circle. You determine how much you want to press or circle. Just breathe. Then opening up the fingers, kind of pushing them back into the hair. And then exhale, kind of closing the fingers and bringing the hands to the chin. Inhaling, hands open, kind of spreading on the side of the face. Exhale, drawing it back. Once more. Good, and exhale to slide the hands down the face. Bring the hands at rest. And for the next just 2 minutes or so, allow your mind to stay here in your yoga space. Listen to the sound of your breath. Feel the air in your palms or on the bottoms of your feet, or maybe just in your face. Noticing the air as it comes in the nose and out the nose, or maybe out the mouth. Gentle. Feet and legs are at rest. Hips and ribs are at rest. Shoulders and arms. Just breathing. The chest, the neck. Gentle movement with a slow breath. And the face. Ease, peace, and breath. If you're ready to move, just gentle movement to the fingers, maybe your ankles. Slowly deepening the breath, just taking any movement that feels good, or staying still for a few more minutes. And when you're ready, putting the fingertips together, palms are open. Kind of staying with that slow breath, almost a meditative breath there in between the hands, in between the palms. And palms together, thumbs to the heart space, thanking yourself for your yoga and living in gratitude for our breath, our movement, our bodies, our yoga. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everybody.